Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang stuff commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have it even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons, it's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy
Saturday!
We're back! Hooray! We're back! It's the whole gang. We got Caitlin from the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. We have George Passless. We have me, and then Pouchy Smurf over there. And
hi.
we're back for season 4 of this show, which who knew?
Yep. Here we are, back
Never
for
would
more.
have guessed.
I'm-
Didn't
see,
think Joe'd stick around for this long, I have to
No.
say.
Well,
I'm impressed
we'll
you're
see.
still here, Joe.
This is always the episode that I'm most excited about because I've been away from it for so long. Now, talk to me like 6 episodes from now, and we'll see where we're at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only
This is always
downhill
the
from
one.
here.
I'm always excited about this one, the first couple. So
Well, and as is tradition, we watched one of the episodes of the previews that the folks from the 3 major networks would do. They would always usually have their primetime stars host a Friday night show saying, hey, we're debuting the Smurfs and Devlin and, whatever the cartoon lineup was. So this is one we're going to watch today is from 1974. It is the NBC cartoon preview, but also includes some Sid and Marty Krofft live action kid stuff as well. So
1974, you say?
yeah,
So we were all dead for this one, right? None of us were alive.
Not
right?
alive yet.
I guess
All
you
of us
are
were
dead
dead.
before you're alive, right? Does that make
Well, if you're
sense?
not living,
alive, what else is
Okay.
there?
No.
If you're not living, then you're dead. So yeah, this is back when we were all dead.
We've never done one this early, but I was inspired. Our summer replacement series, the Dinah Squad and the Dinah Show,
Yeah.
was they were exploring a lot of Sid and Marty Krofft stuff, a lot of things with the 70s, things I'd never heard of. So why don't we dip our toe into the water?
Mhm.
But first, let's dip our toe with a little commercial from 1974
Oh, cool transition.
for a cereal.
I liked how you did the
Come
dip
to
our
the
toe.
honeycomb hideout.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No. Honeycomb's got a big bite. A good breakfast featuring honeycomb gives you a big bite. What's the prize? A monster mint. Is mine creepy? Creepy. How do you do? How do you do? Want any specially marked box of post honeycomb cereal?
That's a good group of friends.
Are
Yeah,
they like living in an abandoned shed or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
But I approve of the glove part, but the
I was going to ask, George,
Yeah.
would you wear a monster glove to protect yourself from touching a piece of pizza, for example?
I mean, I consider the outside of every glove to be a monster glove, 'cause it touches other people and things.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and there was an observation on it, and I thought it was very true about how little boys. This was the observation that little boys love tape measurers. That it's like catnip to little boys. That they can't. I don't know. Maybe for little girls too, but I know for me they are fascinating. I saw a tape measure in there, and I saw a little boy playing with it. I was like, yes, they do.
Is it
love
the
tape
snap
measures.
backness of it?
Yeah,
or the...
it's like that. I think it's
I
that.
feel
You
like it's
can
the
put it-
snapback part. Yeah, you could really hurt yourself too,
Yeah,
or someone
it's
else.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It feels dangerous. And it's
Fingers
like, yeah.
pinched in there and measure things too.
True.
I do
Yeah.
get kind of excited when I see one, though. You got to kind of play
Yeah.
with it, like snap it, and it's fun.
What's everybody drinking from or eating this morning?
I've got I got just a wonderful array of mugs gifted to me at MelindaCon. I'm still high off of our live Shaturday episode. And this one, I mean, really took the cake. I've never seen anything like this. This
Wow.
was given to me by Al Dow, who's got a little, I think, vintage store up in Toledo. It's Ziggy. He's saying, the light I saw at the end of the tunnel turned out to be an oncoming train. He was hit by a train.
Oh, he died. He's in
But
heaven
look at
now.
the mug itself. I mean, this
Right,
is
it
like
got
a
flattened by the train as well.
work of modernist art. Yeah, I think
Ziggy's
it's really
He can never
beautiful.
win.
Right.
He
right.
can
Poor
never
guy.
win. You know, when we were at when we had MelindaCon, and we had a million things to do, and I didn't have a mug to bring, and you're like, "Oh, I have an extra Ziggy mug if you want it." So
You
of
just
course
carry
you
them
did.
around like
Yeah, he
like
gave me an extra.
tissues in your purse. Yeah.
I think you probably still have it, Joe. I don't think
I do.
got it
Yeah, I was
back.
just gonna tell you, it's in my mug cupboard right now. It's safe and sound.
You know what?
Um,
Keep it. It's yours.
Well,
what?
That's my Ziggy mug
Wow.
for you. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
boy,
good
that's
one. He's on the
sweet.
toilet. It's perfect.
It is. It is a good one. It is perfect for me too. Yeah.
I noticed you're
here's-
wearing a Yin's robe. But
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
else? What else?
So
do you
yeah,
have there?
I'm in LA right now, and I didn't bring my pajamas with, so I'm wearing my wife's robe. Her friend, they call each other Yins. Got that. But look at this is the cool part. Looking on the back,
Oh,
it says YOLO. Can you see it?
oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
it
You
says
only live
YOLO.
once.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is I'm not much of a robe man, but I might become one. These
Yeah?
are really comfy. Yeah.
It works on you for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Here's my mug. It's the what does it say? Special Value
Value
Network.
Network. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Special Value Network.
And then it says "Find Your Yay" on here,
Ooh.
and but it's from the show that she worked on called "I Love That for You."
Oh yeah, the
Vanessa
home
Baier's
shopping
show.
one.
Yeah, it's home shopping. So I wonder if they maybe took some stuff from America's Value Network. I mean, right?
Could be.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
So it's
SVM,
trying to be. It was
AVM.
trying to be cheesy.
They're
It's
trying to
really-
be cheesy, but they did a good job because it's
Definitely.
really
Yeah.
convincing. So yeah, that's what
I went with also at MelindaCon we made these like special edition mugs. Although I think we're going to put these on the store fairly soon for you Saturday fans. This is the great logo by Don Sparrow and a nice rainbow handsome mug. So these will be on the Found Footage store very soon. You can check those out. And sticking with the rainbow mood, I got these rainbow crispies. And I was kind of thinking they'd just be rainbow colored Rice Krispies, but no, they're kind of like I think they're trying to be Fruity Pebbles.
that's what I was gonna
They
say.
look identical to Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, they're just a little thicker, but they smell like Fruity Pebbles and they taste like Fruity Pebbles. So
Okay.
I think it could make for a cool. I mean, this is what they advertise as making a cool marshmallow treat with it, which I think could be
Be
good.
trippy. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty trippy. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm in a rainbow mood. George, you?
Well, I've got a mug that encompasses the full range of hairstyles that were available in the mid 70s. You've got Mark Hamill, Star Wars, John Cassidy of the Hardy Boys, Bonnie Franklin of One Day at a Time, Adam Rich of Eight Is Enough, and looks kind of like me. I don't actually know who's who on here, but the Amazon seller says we're all on here. So
that was required, right? You had to have shiny sort of print page boys like hair. Okay.
I had Way Right, the kid on the Way Right. I had that in the 70s. No. Other way.
You're the George?
Yeah.
You had the George, yeah.
No, that's you. That's you.
Isn't
George.
that it's a bowl cut, right? Is that a bowl
Yeah.
cut?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with a little feathering. Yeah, I like
I
it.
don't know if it was just like the Prel or the Pert Plus that was available for shampoo, but everybody's hair looked similar. It was
delicious
shiny.
Prel.
Yes, Prel.
It looks so good.
Well, hey, not only that, but at in time for when we had our live convention over the summer, we had Cookie Madison, who, if you've watched the show before, is from New Zealand, right? New Zealand?
Yes.
He sent us unsolicited a comic book featuring us and our pets and a lot of references to the first couple of seasons of Saturday morning cartoons. And he said, I'm making a new one, and it arrived just in time for a convention. We haven't shown this anywhere except for the convention. So look at this.
that.
There it is. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep. That's
Wow.
it's so cool. And yeah.
Perfect.
So we're going to do the same thing this season, right? We're going to do a table read and have Jason Griffith, if he'll join us.
He's on board. I talked to him about it. Yep.
All right, so we'll do that. That'll be December sometime, right?
Yeah,
So
maybe we can
we'll
get
have
some
this-
we'll have a star-studded cast. We'll do the table read. That'll be a lot of fun for our finale. But thank you, Cookie Madison. What a talent!
Did it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookie's
It's
the best.
gorgeous.
I just want to say though, just one grievance is that George, you got like a massive package on that cover. Like you really, yeah. Just can you put
He's
it
a
up?
great
there?
artist. He's a great artist.
Yeah,
Look
wait
at
a
it. I
minute.
got yeah.
Is
You
see,
got a wrinkle and everything.
Let's look at everybody's. I don't have one
Yeah.
at all.
No.
That's not fair.
see, I feel like I got.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to. talk to Cookie privately. So,
Wow, you have to put in your requests early.
Well,
The
you know what,
cookie.
Joe? Speaking of your package, I can say, and your robes,
Mm.
you were giving George and I a complete like Sharon Stone throughout
Oh,
the
was
live
it?
performance.
Sharon Bone.
Right.
It
yeah,
was
You know what I
it was
mean,
incredible at the live show. We were seated across, and we hopefully we're going to see it all on an upcoming episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons.
We will see it. Yep, and
Yeah.
it is
Trying to
exactly
assemble
like
that.
you know,
Basic Instinct. There will be a scene in that, like Basic Instinct.
A high cut robe, I guess is the terminology.
Budweiser. Yeah, it's a Budweiser robe.
Well, let's talk about what NBC was doing in 1974. You can see the lineup here that was debuted September 6th is the show we're going to watch that aired the Friday night. But September 7th, we had Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, which my sister and I watched on the USA Cartoon Network Express. Emergency, which was like various rescue stories. And then Run, Joe, Run, which is a dog thing. We'll see more about that. Land of the Lost, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, Pink Panther, Star Trek, The Jetsons, and Go, which is a variety news magazine show. And but what we're about to watch was hosted by one of the Osmonds. It's the youngest Osmond. It's Jimmy Osmond, who's all the way on the right there. 9 kids in the Osmond family.
he's on my mug.
2, 4, 6. 6 of them are boys.
Yeah, 6 or
Yeah.
and we all know Donny and Marie, who had a breakout variety show, and then we've played the Donny and Marie Star Wars special with Chris Christopherson in it. We've played clips from that. They were so popular that they had this children's book that my sister and I had, even though we didn't really know who Donny and Marie were. But they were famous enough to get their own dolls and little golden books.
What's in their top secret bag there? Is it
Do you want me to tell you? It's a spoiler.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
It's a
Yeah.
robot.
Oh, it is.
Cool.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
robot. Sorry.
I thought it was going to be like dental hygiene gear or something. They
It
had
looks like
magnificent
Yeah.
smiles.
Wait,
top
can-
secret.
Like one big tooth on the top and one big tooth on the
Mhm.
bottom.
I have a Donny and Marie related question. Nick, you're the expert on them because you have a book.
Yeah, sure.
Did they come from like a famous family? Like, how did all 9 of them get into show business?
I don't know, other than they're Mormon from Utah, and there was a lot of like singing families at the time. It was a thing, you know.
I'm
Right.
not going to pee my pants no more.
I'm going to play a little bit of that later. Yeah, from the
Okay.
Kelly family, the Irish singing family. But there's a ton more singing families at the time. So I think, you know, the mom and dad were musicians, and they were like, let's have everybody be in a family band. Good, wholesome fun. Jimmy had his biggest hits in Japan. Here's Jimmy Osmond with a Japanese kind of a weird cover. And this one I love. Little Jimmy Osmond, Killer Joe.
Killer Joe.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what a dork!
But this special was produced by Sid and Marty Krofft, who was explored more thoroughly on Dinah Show. That's them on the left and right here. There they are on the set of H.R. Puffin Stuff. They were Canadian producers who did Land of the Lost, H.R. Puffin Stuff, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, the Banana Splits, which I do have
So
a
much-
vague memory
Yeah.
of the Banana Splits.
Most of
much
the Carter
unwatchable-
presidency was done by Sid and Marty Krofft.
They did so much unwatchable stuff. It's really
Yeah.
amazing all the unwatchable stuff that they made.
And they came from Canada and took all our horrifying children's programming jobs from the U.S.
Yeah.
This was Lidsville,
Lidsville.
where
Ooh.
they're all hats. This is
Wow.
covered on
That
Dinah
looks
Show.
so unwatchable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have watched it. I loved it. It was a
Yeah.
fever dream come true.
And I just Sid, they're both still alive. Sid Krofft is in his 90s, Marty's in his 80s. And I was at Dragon Con, the convention in Atlanta, and Marty Krofft was there. I saw him in the convention hall. So
Wow.
still
He was
doing
on the-
okay.
He was on the last episode of the Dinah Show. He's
He's right. He's still out there, and but anyway, speaking of still out there, this special is it's everything. It's as 1974 as it could get. You're going to see the Sid and Marty Krofft. It's got a lot of variety show-ness to it. Everything was a variety show back then, and there's some cameos in it. I mean, it's a lot. So yeah,
I have a feeling that I'm going to be glad I was dead back then.
I think we all are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that I
this
was
is
alive in 1976 instead of 74.
this is called
Yeah.
the NBC Saturday Morning Preview Review, starring Killer Joe himself, Little Jimmy Osmond.
The following special is brought to you in living color on NBC. Wait a minute. You're not the NBC peacock.
Oh man,
Oh boy.
what
I
are
love
your
it already.
what are your opinions on marionettes?
Hate 'em.
We
Not a fan.
proudly present
Against.
the NBC
All right,
Saturday
agree to
Morning
disagree,
Preview
Caitlin.
Review.
Starring Jimmy Osmond, Johnny Whitaker,
and the world of Sid and Marty Krofft.
What was the movie that had a lot of marionettes in it?
Well, Thunderbirds
John-
and
Being John Malkovich.
yep,
You remember
Right.
that?
and then Team America World
Team
Police.
America. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
This looks like the audience at the Saturday morning cartoon
It
live.
does.
And
I
our
like
River
that.
Freddy's. This is
It's
the
only
back of
missing
Freddy's.
a Welker cutout.
Yeah.
There's a famous marionette theater in LA called the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. It's actually pretty impressive, like
It
the
is
artistry that goes into it.
Yeah.
And here he is now.
I admire the craftsmanship, but they
Host of our
just
show,
creep me out.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Osmond.
I get that.
It's our Saturday celebration. We can tell you without a doubt.
And he's just as creepy.
Yeah.
They had their little monkey get out and dance.
But he never took off, right? I mean, Donny and Marie, they were the stars of the show.
Well, yeah, it was sort of like how the Jacksons had a variety show, but
He's
then
the
Janet and
Tito
Michael-
of the Osmonds.
I can't name a single Osmond song. You know?
I could tell you all about their top secret project from the Golden Book.
Yeah, I don't know if I could name a song.
It was a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. Was that one of them?
That's them?
And a lot of people thought Donny and Marie were lovers, or
I always thought they were.
I
Yeah.
still think they are.
Maybe that's their top secret project.
yeah, because I mean there was like Sonny and Cher and Captain and Tennille that were romantic relationships. So
Right.
then Donny and
They're
Marie.
about the same age. And
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hey, who are you?
I'm the NBC peacock.
I'll be grating on your nerves for a half hour.
Oh, come on. You're not the NBC peacock.
You're right. I'm not. But I ought to be. Hey, look at everybody out there. Hiya, kids. There's Puffin Stuff and Dr. Blinky. Hiya, Blinky. You're looking
You need that
great.
cutaway.
Where's your feathers?
Yeah.
Sorry, Petey, but I'm here to introduce all the exciting new programs on NBC.
I can't watch any variety show after the Simpsons variety show and the spin-off Spectacular, where it's
Yeah.
like with the special where Homer's hiding. It's like, I heard there's gonna be a special ghost. She's like, no, it's a special host, Mr. Tim Conway. It's just like so spot on.
yeah.
Just wait till you see him.
What's so exciting?
Are you kidding? They even have dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Say, I've got a girlfriend that's a dinosaur, and we've got a fantastic app.
You have?
Should I bring her out? Should I?
Oh, sorry, Petey. That's Mr. TV calling me. That's
You'll
the
see his
signal that we're
girlfriend
about to
dinosaur
see the
later.
first of NBC's great new Saturday morning shows.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. TV?
I love that.
I wish I made that sound when I walked.
Look, everybody.
Do you think that's Billy Barty in there? Because he was in all the Sid and Marty Krofft stuff. The little person from
They just
UHF. And
They just kept him in the back and threw something on him every few minutes and you're this now. You're a TV. Just go out there.
I think they would have talked about Billy Barty at the beginning with Billy Barty.
Yeah,
like they would have bragged about having him. They
Right.
wouldn't keep him hidden.
yeah.
Here comes Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch.
Really? Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch? Show us.
Now, hey George, I didn't look this up, but I feel like Welker was the voice of Wheelie because he
I
does
think-
a lot of sputtering noises and motorcycle noises.
I think he does a couple voices in this. I'm not sure it's that, but because I looked
Okay.
for reasons I can't explain, I looked this up on my own recently.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll,
we do-
I'll let you know momentarily.
We do have this cartoon, by the way. We could watch this. We have it on DVD.
It's Wheelie, chicka.
The Chickabot. I think that's.
I told you. Gag your gaskets.
He's both Wheelie and
Oh.
Chopper.
I love the background designs. Aren't those great?
Oh yeah.
To make
That is
sure
pretty
Wheelie
great.
doesn't get any rest.
Got blanket on his
If this doesn't wake Wheelie up, nothing will.
There's something about cars that were also people that worked for cartoons, I guess. Cars and motorcycles.
I'll fix him a nice soft landing.
Walker's having
Now
fun.
for the cover-up.
Let's hide.
They'll
Trapdoor.
be along any minute now.
Trapdoor.
Unwatchable. I'm just gonna say.
You'll never be one of the chopper butts. Never.
I agree.
I loved it.
Now on with our really big show. Let me introduce my next friend.
Would kids know Ed Sullivan in 1974?
Here it is, right here on this very stage.
I don't think they would have known him back 10 years before.
Yeah.
No, Petey, not now.
Let's hear it, folks. Come on out there, Dinah. Come on. Her name is Dinah. Get it? Dinosaur. That's a little post humor, folks.
No, Petey, not now. You were kidding, but you taught me one thing about being a host.
Oh?
Look who's sitting out there in the audience.
Jimmy's had just about enough.
It's the star
Wait,
of
is that
Run,
his name,
Joe,
Jimmy?
Run,
Yeah.
another great NBC show.
Jimmy.
It's Joe himself.
Aww.
Confused.
Let me get an update on that dog.
Get him up here, Jimmy. Huh?
I'll try. Here, Joe. Come on, boy.
Look at Joe. Pretty.
He's coming up here. Oh, wow. I'm going to meet a star.
On a one shot. So his trainer could be off stage.
Well, I'll ask him.
Ty's looking at the
Did you hear
trainer.
what he
Yeah.
said?
Well, not exactly.
Well, he wants to show the kids out there some scenes from his new show, Run, Joe, Run.
This is
I'd
just
like to
a
see it
Lassie
myself.
ripoff.
I can't wait. Show it, show it.
Here comes everybody. Run, Joe, run.
Joe, if you ever run a marathon, I'll have this sign. I'll make this into a
Yes.
sign
Okay.
and hold it up at the
Joe,
half mile.
Or if I like campaign for office.
something he didn't do,
Better and more realistic.
and a bounty hunter closes in.
Trained him pretty good. That wanted poster says he's dangerous. That's why I'm after him, Sheriff. To prove he's not that kind of a dog. Maybe too late.
ADR.
Jasper, bring him in. No
They
guarantee
could
what
like this
condition.
show.
I got you now.
I like
The tackle was amazing.
Are you crazy? I could have got that dog. He just happens to be my dog, mister.
And now on with the show. Hit it.
I
Was
love
that the cut that was
Did
in
it?
there?
I made a trim there
Okay.
because the rest was boring, but
This is good.
that just happens to be my dog, mister.
That wouldn't that be a great show if like we had to stay in a hotel somewhere like in like Cincinnati and we woke up in the morning and that show was on. That would be the
Yeah.
best to like turn that one on and
Those
yeah.
are the times where I've never been. Most time it's terrible and you have to live month to month. But those times I'm glad we don't have a normal job. When something
Oh,
like
yeah.
Run Joe Run comes on at a Cincinnati hotel
on Me TV on
on a Tuesday
Tuesday.
morning. The good
Oh,
life.
Yeah. They're like, oh, a second episode started up. You want to watch it? We should watch it. Let's
Yeah,
watch
we
it.
should watch it. Yeah. Did we make any money in Cincy last night? Nope.
No, took a loss. But
Maestro.
Now this number is a little problematic, but
Hmm.
Jimmy's outfit, I had to include it.
What are you doing tonight? Got no place to go. Gotta get out of the city. Why don't you come along with me? If you're all alone and you're bumping along,
Just those yellow creatures.
be tall and
At the water park.
What are those?
I don't know. They had to include some.
The Osmonds that
Background
didn't
singing.
develop.
They're kind of like the Fry Kids.
Right.
They put him in an Elvis jumpsuit.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, so I just put this in. We're going to take a break, but Joe, you mentioned the singing family trope, and when they make the littlest kid go up and do his number, which I feel like this whole special is the littlest Osmond getting up and doing his, we'll put him in Elvis jumpsuit. This was a number that this performing family that I think mostly got famous in Europe, but yeah, they're called the Kelly family, and I believe Angelo was this kid with the long hair here. So for those who haven't seen it, this is his big hit.
And he's a bedwetter, I guess, right?
Yep. Well, not tonight.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
This might be the biggest. No, this is also 9 siblings, just like the Osmonds.
Is that not a wig?
No, that's real hair.
Holy hell.
That poor bongo guy. Or the guy with
Yeah,
the percussion guy. That's
not a family member.
I think I found my Halloween costume.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
which one? The person in the audience or?
No, that
Angelo
Pee-pee boy.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Pee-pee boy.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Wow.
that is part 1 of the NBC Saturday Morning Cartoon Preview Review and a little bit of the Kelly family. George, what do we have on? Well, first of all, what do you think so far of the special? Are you excited about Wheelie or Run Joe Run?
Oh, for
Run
2.
Joe Run.
Run
I'm
Joe
excited
Run
about
looks
Run Joe Run.
good. I'd
Yeah.
I'd rather just watch the Kelly family have a special. Personally,
I would too. Yeah. Do you think with those families, is that by design? Do you think they're like, before they even had one child, they're like, you know what? Let's have a shitload of kids and let's put them in show business. Do you think
Yeah.
that's the
They have
plan,
to
or-
inherit a planet somehow that they're going to populate, right? Isn't that the idea behind Mormonism?
Oh, is that what it
Yes.
is?
So, and they want it
Okay,
to be a very entertaining planet in this case. So,
Okay.
you know.
Irish
Right.
folks just don't believe in birth control. At least the Kellys didn't, so that's why they had 10 siblings or 9.
Okay.
But here's the actual thing: is I think when it comes to the people who force their kids into show business, like families, they don't have a good track record with the Wilson brothers from the Beach Boys and who else? Oh, Joe Jackson, right, from the Jackson family. Like they're kind of tyrannical stage parents. So I don't know if it's the healthiest thing to bring your whole family into show business act, but Branson was built on it.
Right.
So who
Yeah.
knows?
Nick, I feel like your family could have been a show business family.
We all
You
wanted
guys-
to be.
Of anyone I've ever met, your family, like,
Yeah,
has
I
that
think so.
gene.
Well, I think Nick and his dad. I don't
Yeah.
think your mom or your sister really cared about
They
it.
reluctantly went along with our shows and
Yeah.
sketches. But yeah, my grandpa was an MC at his army reunions and did comedy, and my
Oh,
dad
wow.
did that, and I do this bullshit. So, George,
Honored to be a part of it.
yeah. What do we have going on for commercials?
So I found a bumper crop of toy commercial jingles from the mid-'70s that they must have inspired many alt-rock and indie rock bands in subsequent decades. So as you're listening to these, just throw out the bands that should cover each of these commercial songs.
Saturday Morning Cartoons will be right back.
Sherlock, Sherlock, follow your nose.
Oh, we had this guy.
Oh,
Just
the
follow
Kinks.
your nose. I'll ride you, Sherlock, to where your nose goes. Adventure is waiting. Just follow your nose.
About the polyphonic spree, maybe.
Belle and Sebastian.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sherlock,
A dog you can ride from
Right, a really hunched over dog.
Icebird, icebird, you're such a nice bird. Let's make an iceberg treat. Scrape in the
I love
ice
this.
to fill the cup.
Let's see.
Then add the flavor.
Is this on the
Eat it
Breeders?
up.
The Shags?
Yum, yum,
I was gonna say it
yum,
sounds like a
How
coordinated
about
shags.
another one? Icebird, you're a
It's
lot
the
of
follow-up
fun.
to my pal Foot.
Icebird with 5 flavor packets. Icebird, new from Kenner.
I like it.
Sounds like Karen Dalton or Bad as the end.
First aid kit, one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
It's Young George.
I'll say Nico Case.
This is great.
Yeah, I like
A Play-Doh man, a cat, a dog, a funny crocodile, a hobby horse, a yellow frog, a monkey with a smile, a cuckoo bird, an apple tree, a willy walrus,
yeah,
a
they're
movie
kids'
cow, a
album, maybe.
bumblebee, a Play-Doh-potamus, an elephant, a ball, a house, a polka dot giraffe, an aeroplane, a ship, a mouse, a face to make you laugh. Play-Doh, Play-Doh.
Mr. Bill.
You can make
Mr.
it
Bill
with
right there.
Play-Doh. Every Play-Doh 4-pack has 4 blendable
I can
colors.
still smell it.
Play-Doh from the Play-Doh people.
You're right.
I don't think they call it that anymore.
No.
Roll wiener wrap.
Did you ever have to do that? We used to do that. Use the biscuits.
Still all the time for family parties.
You do?
This ends in a great way.
It's very Midwestern.
With wiener wrap.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I don't know who that last song would have been.
I was too distracted by Wiener Rap.
By Wieners being wrapped?
Yeah.
Digital Underground could do the Wiener Rap.
Sure, yeah. They had a Sex Packets album, so
Yeah.
why not?
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
All right, in this next part, we're going to see Johnny Whitaker, who is the star of Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, but was also in Family Affair and a musical version of Tom Sawyer. And so he's another, like, child actor of the day that got roped into being in this.
How do you like it so far?
Is it over yet?
Great! And now I'd like
Uh-oh.
No, can I do my number now, Jimmy? Can I please? Huh? A peacock and a dinosaur dancing has got to stop the show. Can I please, huh? Pretty please?
to. Okay, Petey, I give up.
I do
You're
like that
on.
jumpsuit by Jimmy, though.
I am. I am. Yippee, my big chance. Hit it, maestro.
That'd be a good gift.
He should be the star of the show.
Yeah.
I see you walking on down the street.
Something about the Sid and Marty Krofft creations that are just extra horrifying.
Oh,
Like,
they really are. Yeah.
like Henson figured something out with making Muppets not be terrifying, you know?
I mean, the bird's body is just a ball sack, basically. Right? I mean,
I knew it looked like something.
Yes, Caitlin, the bird's body is just a ball sack.
It is just a ball sack.
somebody had to say it.
That was great, ball sack.
I mean, Dino?
But that wasn't the kind of dinosaur I was talking about. Hold on to your feathers, Petey, because
Jimmy,
here
let
comes
me out. I
one
can't
of
breathe in
Saturday
here.
morning's most exciting new shows, Land of the Lost.
Show me, show me.
The intro always interested me in Land of the Lost, but then I was like, oh, this is too
There's actual continuity.
low budget. Yeah, that's what I liked about it, the idea.
I'm wishing this was a dream.
If there's a way in here, there's got to be a way out of here.
I knew something was off about the Sid and Marty Krofft shows, but the fact that I learned they're Canadian just kind of gelled everything in my mind.
I feel like those monkey people aren't too far off the 2001 monkey people.
Costumes aren't terrible. We got stop motion in here. It's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
Hurt himself.
Come on, easy. Okay, I got it. Come on.
This is how Nick and Joe found me.
Will? You're our
Episode
Chaka.
52 of VCR Party. If you want
There's
to see
your-
this happen.
I make intro for you.
I learn lesson at end of each episode.
No pay.
Glove.
You do for free for us.
No, Holly. People don't own other people.
And that's Steve.
That's Doherty there. Chaka appears to be an actual child.
The stakes always seemed pretty huge on that show.
Yeah.
They were goddamn dinosaurs.
It's Land of the Lost. How did you like it, Petey? Petey,
Oh, I can't find him.
what are you doing down there?
That's literally Homer.
Oh, come on. You're not that
thinking
scared.
They said
No,
ghost and
no,
not
I
host.
guess I just got carried away.
Do you know who you're sitting on? It's Johnny Whitaker.
Johnny Whitaker? You mean the
The
star
Johnny-
of Sigmund and the Sea Monsters?
Come on up, Johnny.
Wow.
Yeah, they got him.
Names on this.
They got him, yeah.
I can tell
Man,
Johnny
Sid Marty
Whitaker.
Krofft did an amazing job on his hair.
And the Ooze
I can tell Johnny Whitaker's 13 or like 52.
Yeah.
By the sea, by the beautiful sea, I met Sigmund Ooze and his whole family.
Sigmund there.
And Slurp are the two bad boys who make all that noise when they're tripping over one another.
Dad, dear old Dad, will you tell everyone I am Sigmund, I'm Sigmund, your
They're not going to get a
favorite
show,
son.
right? They're not going to get a show.
They got, yeah, that's one of the shows with Johnny Whitaker, yeah. They're introducing you to all the characters in the show. Please thank me for cutting that song down.
A preview we're about to see. New action, new excitement, new faces.
I thought you should have cut it out a little shorter.
Get yourself set for the first one. You'll see there's a lot in store when you watch these scenes from the new exciting Emergency Plus 4.
Johnny, you okay? Yeah. I'll need a Stark stretcher for this one.
You gotta help him. My car stalled. Grandpa here will watch your
God.
bike.
This is barely animated. It was amazing. It was just like moving mouths and nothing else.
Yeah, the
right?
character design on the bearded guy too, I really liked.
Can we watch one of these this season? We got to
There was
watch one
no
of these.
movement. That was
Yeah.
incredible.
They animated
Emergency. Can
one
we-
out of every 30 frames, yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. I want to watch an Emergency Plus 4.
What's the 4?
Emergency
The
Plus
4 is there's
4?
4 minutes of black screen at the end of every
Johnny, you
episode to
okay?
save money.
Yeah. I'll need a Stark stretcher for this one.
You gotta help him. My car stalled. Grandpa here will watch your bike.
Guard it with my
I like
life,
Grandpa.
young fella.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
the Daniel Hornblower, right?
Oh, this looks
The Beastie Boys.
A bike-stealing ring and the Plus 4 squad
Oh, there's
is
a
on
lot
the
of them on
trail.
YouTube.
Then why would they steal Flash, our dog?
Your dog might actually be a big help in finding them.
Huh?
Welker. Gotta be
We're
Welker.
not gonna lose their trail this time.
Oh, the monkey.
Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock
Wow.
with the crew of the
Can we
Enterprise
watch Emergency Plus 4 this
set out on new
season?
adventure
Absolutely.
to the
Line it up.
furthest part of the skies.
All right, I'll take that one.
George. You Star Trek
Bridge
fans,
to
George?
sick bay. Emergency.
Not of the original
Spock has
series.
contracted the disease. It's fatal to
TNG?
Vulcans.
Yeah.
Are you sure? If we don't have that drug in 20 hours, he'll die.
What would these drugs be worth
People
to
die
you
on cartoons
if
back then.
Yeah.
we had them?
We require you to submit to search as per Babel Resolution A12. Reply.
We have no Federation cargo aboard.
Bones, how much time?
1974, so what would the drugs
Spock
be?
doesn't have a chance.
PCP.
Barbiturates?
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes, yeah.
Greenies.
Stupid
Blues.
Panther and the Addams Family. Together with the Jetsons.
He's getting exhausted. He's tired now.
Yeah.
Carry with this entire
Not the
life.
same enthusiasm as the beginning.
Now on with the circus.
Oh, it's a
Can I be
circus?
done now?
The circus.
Oh.
The circus.
Oh, I hate
is
this.
everywhere
I cut
we
this
go,
number
so
way
care
down,
to
guys.
see.
Don't worry.
This is the worst
Isn't this
one.
what you wish you had done when you were in junior high? Wouldn't you have loved to be this guy?
Yeah.
Jimmy? Yeah. This guy.
It was like the beginning of the Gabbo cartoon when Simpsons.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah, the marionette turned inside out to make camels
Nice
and
touch.
elephants.
Oh, I wish you would have gotten some sort of gig like this, and then when you're at the age where you hadn't learned
Yeah.
shame yet and embarrassment yet, and you were like very confident.
I was in Los Angeles a few weeks ago, and I went to the Bob Baker Marionette Theater, and they gave me a little tour in there. And then I just saw that they were hiring new marionette like understudies. But they
Is this
were
when you're announcing your retirement?
This
from
is it.
Found
New
Footage?
life path.
I'm going to be a marionetter. Sorry.
Okay.
My new
all
path.
right. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Right?
That's where the real money is.
In the fire, not the frying pan.
Right.
As our circus ends, remind all your friends the shows on NBC are out of sight on Saturday morning.
Fireworks. Not a moment too soon. What was the balloon budget on this?
It's got to be at least $3.
Yeah.
Yeah. $3-4 maybe.
Oh,
wow.
Then that logo always would come up at the end, the Sid and Marty Krofft logo. Which do you remember seeing any shows that had that? Did you watch any Sid and Marty Krofft shows?
I remember the sounds more than
Play
the,
it.
Yeah, it was.
I think I watched. I mean, I watched Land of the Lost and
I
rerun.
watched. Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really watch HR Puff and stuff, but I have like an early like sense memory of that final like logo thing. So you have to watch Jimmy hit his last note here.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous singing voice. Pretty cool.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
It feels like it's like a perversion of the Electric Company.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. It was like I was seeing like something for grown-ups, and when
Right.
you're 5, grown-up is like 7, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this is another one of the little Jimmy Osmond's hits, but he
Is this
as
I'm not going to Tweedledee my bed tonight?
Yep.
Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is as of 2018 though, he was playing Hook in a Peter Pan performance in London, but he had a stroke on stage, so he kind of stepped away from the
Did he really?
theater for a while. Yeah,
Aw.
during a show. He's doing okay, and he still manages the Osmonds enterprises. So like he takes care of their business stuff with some other members of the family. So yeah, he's doing that. And Caitlin, you gave us an update on a very important update from Donny and Marie. What did you?
Right.
find
Yeah.
out?
That Donny Osmond, I guess a couple of years ago, did a promotional video and song with Lil Yachty for Chef Boyardee. And Donnie's line is something like, "I'm Donnie O, and you know I love my raviolis." So it's pretty spectacular.
Well,
yeah.
and raviolis is a staple of VCR parties. So
Right.
let's play a little bit. I dug it up here.
Older, younger, and in between. You see that we all agree.
Together at last.
We love tomatoes, more beef and cheese. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. My name is Donnie O, and you know I love my raviolis. I'm gonna let you know. Sauce it up, here we go. Give me more cheese, life is a breeze.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Me and Yachty Body, we call him Chef Boyardee.
All right, that's about all I can do.
Amazing.
I'm not ready for the future.
I'm gonna sound like an old guy, but I don't understand hip hop right now because like, can you imagine if like Ice Cube would have done that in like the '90s? Like, he did a song with like Donny and Marie or what's his name, Donny His name's Donny and Marie.
Donny Osmond. Yeah.
Donny Osmond. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I just feel like selling out is more okay now these days.
Yeah.
you
I
know,
think
Scott.
he'll do
Yes.
anything. He was in the White and Nerdy video from Weird Al, so he clearly. I mean, it seems like he has a sense of humor about himself. So I'll say
Right.
that about Donny.
Exactly.
You can't keep the Osmonds down. But are we ready to play a quick game?
I think a few of them you could keep down, actually.
All right, here's a quick game called "Oh Brother, Who Art You?" All right, the game is I'm going to name a singing or performing family of some sort, and you tell me who the youngest brother was. Not they might have younger sisters, but who's the youngest brother? Okay. Shout out your answers. So first, we'll start with the Jackson 5.
Jackie?
We got Jackie, Marlon, Randy, Tito, and Michael. Who's the youngest?
I think
Randy?
it's Michael.
And George, you said Jackie?
but I think it's
Okay.
Randy.
All right, the answer is Randy. Yeah,
Oh, he's the shortest.
I thought Michael was the youngest, but nope, Randy is the youngest. And then we have another. This is an incredible photo of the Isley brothers. Love the Isley brothers. We got Ernie, Rudolph, Chris, O'Kelly, Marvin, and Ronald. Who's the youngest?
I'm going with shortest. I'm going Ronald.
Okay.
I'm going Marvin because I think Ronald is kneeling.
Oh, is he?
I'm going Chris.
Damn it.
All right, let's find out. It is Marvin, and yeah, Rudolph.
The hat was a giveaway for me.
Yeah.
He was trying to make him look bigger, or it's a pancake. I don't.
I wish I could pull off hats like that. Okay, the Marx Brothers, Zeppo, Groucho, Chico, or Chico, I think people pronounce it, and Harpo.
I'm going Chico.
Harpo.
Going Zeppo.
George is in the lead. Zeppo, the
Nice.
straight man that nobody talks about from the
Yeah,
Marx
he's
Brothers.
got that baby face.
Yeah, he was the youngest one, the heartthrob. Okay, the Brothers McMullen. I included this. This is the indie movie that was big when we were in high school and college. We got Ed Burns, Finbar on the left. We got Jack. Who's Jack? His character's name, but that's Jack Mulcahy, otherwise known as Rem Lazar.
Yeah.
Friend of the show. And we got Patrick, who is the youngest of the Brothers McMullen.
I'm going Finbar. I feel like Jack told me that he was the oldest brother at some point. I don't know. I have it in my head that he's the oldest brother. I'm
Using
going Finbar.
outside knowledge, but yeah, all right.
Well, I think I might have had a dream about it. It might be a dream that I had.
I'll go Patrick.
Okay.
I will also say Patrick.
All right. It is Patrick. Patrick was, Jack was the oldest, and I think Ed was the middle one who would give advice to Patrick about.
I got to rewatch that movie.
I just remember watching it and thinking, no brothers talk like this. Because they're talking about, like, do you love her, man? And I'm like, that's not how that's not how any brothers talk that I know. But maybe Catholic brothers are different. Okay, here we go. We got the Brothers Grunt, a short-lived MTV cartoon that came out in the wake of Ren and Stimpy gross-out cartoons. I think there was only 7
Is there
episodes.
a real answer to this?
We'll take a guess. Do you think it's Bing, Sammy, Dean, Frank, Perry, or Tony?
Sammy.
I'm
They're all named after crooners, from the 60s and 50s.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Tony Bennett. If that's who it's.
All right.
I'll go
Caitlin?
Perry.
Joe, there is no answer. They're just gross, but I'm gonna guess it's Tony. I don't know. He looks
He's the one who lasted the
pretty
longest.
spry. Yeah. And lastly, the famous performing brothers. We have the Picket Brothers.
Well, we all know that Joe is the oldest. As he
found the
reminds
worst.
us.
We were
And
all
most
going
immature.
So when I got
all
this from
going-
your mom, Joe, she said, "Could you cover up my face?" So I did my best here.
The whole family, we weren't doing so hot that year. Me and my brothers were going through some changes, and physically. And look at my goiter. Look at that goiter.
She said, "Here's a picture of the Adam's Apple gang." So, but who is the youngest of the Pickett brothers? Do we know? Do we want to take? I mean, Joe knows, so he's exempt here. But
Andy.
and George,
Alex.
It's obviously.
we've had Alex on the show before. Let's see if it's Oh, oops.
Nope.
I think my zoom in
There is
button
thing
break.
open.
I think my zoom in button break. I accidentally. It is Tiny Alex there, Tiny Taco himself.
Aw.
And I believe George got the most correct, and that's how you play. Oh, brother.
It's a good thing I've been practicing.
Art you? Yes.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. So
Good
that
stuff.
is 1974. That I think one of the earliest. No, we've done some earlier cartoons, but the 70s we haven't really tackled too much. So that was a fun one.
Yeah, I think there's a reason for that, as we saw here today.
Yeah, we know, right?
So, yeah.
It's a different kind of horrifying. George, did you learn anything today?
Yeah, one is I learned that I thought I had hit mute on when I just coughed up something incredible, but
I heard it. Yeah.
yeah, okay. And so I learned that's one thing I learned, but
Okay.
something more to
Okay.
the point. There's a lesson for all of us here. The 1970s were a confusing and dispiriting time in the United States. The Vietnam War was a devastating loss. Watergate hinted at democratic dysfunction. Stagflation roiled the economy, and that's not to mention energy crises, Jonestown, the Killing Fields, skyjacking, 3 Mile Island, and the bicentennial blues. But despite knowing all of this, American men and women were somehow still able to look at each other and bravely say, "Let's fuck." And so they begat an entire generation of disaffected Gen Xers whose sentience faded in somewhere between Disco Demolition Night and the Pac-Man Fever Pacdemic. Yes, we were born accustomed to incessant disquietude, always waiting for the other platform shoe to drop. But cartoon preview shows gave us something to hope for. Sure, the commies might drop an ICBM on our tree fort at any moment, but we learned to cling to those 13 consecutive Saturdays of wonderful, welkerful animation that awaited us each fall. And in that spirit, we as a generation have always found one shiny bauble to focus our attention on amid the crushing darkness, whether it was Hanna-Barbera's newest Scooby-Doo ripoff then, or JFK Jr.'s latest Q drop revealing the deep state's satanic adrenochrome pipeline now. Because the 1970s showed us that even when you're in a funk, you can always find something funky. And that's why I always say, the more you battle, is twice the knowing.
That is a great lesson. And as a reminder, this show will have fun variety show hijinks, but also references to the Killing Fields. So that's why you keep coming back every single Saturday.
Oh boy, yeah. The break was good to you, George. You just came out of the gate just
Yeah.
hard with lessons.
He had a lot to say.
Yeah.
Scathing indictment of the 70s. I loved it.
All right.
All right, well,
I'm
we'll
gonna-
be back with more, yeah.
I'm going to jump into Emergency Plus 4. That's going to be, not next week, but it's going to. I'm going to start
right.
watching some episodes now. I'm stoked for that grandpa with the huge head of hair. I'm going to focus
too.
on one of his episodes specifically. So,
And I'm going to try to get his voice down, so I'll look forward to that.
got a big season ahead of us.
Caitlin, Billy Ireland, anything to promote going on there at the museum?
We've got our big festival coming up soon, Cartoon Crossroads Columbus, at the end of this month. It is September 27th through October 1st. 4 days long. Everything's free. There's tons of, I want to say hundreds of cartoonists coming into town
Oh my
for
God.
various programs and expo, master classes, panel discussions. Dan Klaus, who many
Really?
people
He's
who
gonna
watch
be
this show are probably a big fan of.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be there, and in fact, this is the only festival he's doing to promote his brand new graphic novel, Monica, that looks
I
phenomenal.
pre-ordered it in June. I'm so excited about that one.
Yeah, so he'll be here. So yeah, check it out, cartooncrossroadscolumbus.org.
Also, big news for you. This should have been up top. We should have said you met Jim Davis,
Right.
creator,
Yeah. Oh yes.
creator of Garfield.
I met Jim Davis. I've got a new new night shirt on. That's a Garfield one. Weekends are made for nothing.
Yeah.
To celebrate the
Wheel
fact
barrel?
that I finally got to chat with Jim Davis and gave him a big hug and took a really unflattering photo with him. And so yeah,
Plunk it
yeah.
of your
You
own.
got to plunk it?
And I
Oh,
said,
with
Mr. Davis, could you please put the Saturday morning cartoons Halloween episode back on YouTube?
Thank you for going to bat for it. Always appreciate it.
They
yes.
said, "Hell no."
Right. Yeah.
Was he nice?
Back
Was
to
he a
the-
cool dude? Was he?
He was extremely, extremely sweet and very
Okay.
generous with his time, and very
Okay,
debonair.
cool.
He had a tux on, so yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Did he
looking
talk
good.
or did he just think like
Yeah,
Garfield?
yeah. He just thought, Yeah,
Okay.
not as orange as I would have expected, but yeah.
Can I have one idea. I want to throw this idea out at you guys. See what you think. Albertina and I were talking, like, what if we got a place upstate New York? We got like a big farm, and it was like a cat sanctuary, but we only did it for orange cats. We won't allow any other colored cats there. It's just orange cats, and we called it Garf Fields.
It
And
feels
everything's
like it's racist somehow
Yeah.
within the cat community.
I don't think racist. I don't think.
I don't know. You know, when you just said something about only colored of this color would be allowed.
Like
it
if a
like...
calico comes in, we'll be like, oh, it's a cute cat, but sorry, there's a place up the street that you can talk to them.
There's a separate but equal place right up the street. Yeah, I don't like where this is going, but
I think
the name's good. The name's good.
The name is good. Yeah.
But I don't know. We pretty much only like oranges at this point. Like
Well, that shows a certain amount of personal
Yeah.
beliefs that maybe you should.
Sorry, that's just the way that we are. That's just
Right.
the way we are. We prefer
Some
orange
cats are just different.
From Garf Fields to Killing Fields. That's Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Saturday Morning Season 4 is here.
It's here.
Happy Saturday.
Just happens